So friends, welcome to our channel. Our today's topic is motion and time. Friends, please like, share and subscribe this channel. Our channel name is Science and Tech with Ayush. So friends, our today's topic is motion. Motion is the phenomenon. Motion is the phenomenon in which an object chases its position over time. Motion is mathematically described in terms of displacement distance, velocity and time. So friends, this was motion. Motion is the phenomenon in which an object chases its position over time. In respect to time, an object chases its position. Motion is mathematically described in terms of displacement, distance, velocity means speed, and in respect to time. So friends, our next topic is non-uniform motion. In the category of types of motion, we consider one motion, that is non-uniform motion. So first we will understand the definition of non-uniform motion. If the speed of an object keep on changing, it's defined in the category of non-uniform motion. So let us understand the definition. In everyday life, we seldom find objects moving with a constant speed over long distances or long durations of time. So, if the speed of an object keeps on changing without any stop, it's defined in the category of non-uniform motion. Friends, on the other hand, in considered to non-uniform motion, we have uniform motion. An object moving along the straight line with a constant speed. It is defined as uniform motion. Friends, This motion is totally opposite towards non-uniform motion. In non-uniform motion, we have studied that an object keep on changing its position. But in uniform motion, an object... I have also wrote all the symbols singularly. You must remember the formula during we are studying. So you must remember the formula, that is speed equals to distance upon time. You should not forget this formula. So friends, our next topic is measuring speed. Let us try it with an activity. This is a line named as A and B. We kept a ball over here. This is a ball, you can see it. If we need this ball to reach to position B, then find the speed, that how much it should reach to position B. So what will be there? First we will check the same formula which we applied, that was speed equals to distance upon time. Here we have given speed and time and distance. So we can find what is the speed for the same ball. First we will understand speedometer in this topic. The device that tells in what speed you are moving is known as speedometer. The other one is topic is odometer. The device which tells what is the distance covered by you is known as odometer. What is the difference between these both? Speedometer tells you in what speed you are moving, and the odometer tells you what is the distance covered by you. You can find these both devices in your own vehicles. To find out which of two or more objects is moving faster, it is to compare the distance moved by them in a unit time. So, according to the definition, the distance covered by an object in a unit time as the speed of the object means the distance covered by an object in reference to time, that is called the speed. So, formula of speed is speed equals to distance upon time. So friends, this is our next topic, pendulum. One of the most well-known periodic motion is that of a simple pendulum. Did you know who discovered this? There is an interesting story about the discovery that the time period of a given pendulum is constant. You may have heard the name of a famous scientist, Galileo Galilei. It is said that once Galileo was sitting in a church, he noticed that a lamp suspended from the ceiling with a chain was moving slowly from one side to the other. He was surprised to find that the pulse beat the same number of times during the interval in which the lamp completed the oscillation. Galileo experimented with various pendulums to verify this observation. He found that a pendulum of a given length takes always the same time to complete one oscillation. This observation led to development of pendulum clocks. Now let us know about pendulum or time period of pendulum. The metallic ball in this is called the bob. So here angle AOB means this angle is equals to angle COB. These both angles are equal. So this is the string and this is the bob of a pendulum. This moves like this. B is in rest, so it will move towards A. Then A and C are in state of uniform motion. So it will move directly towards C and again towards B. This is the center of this. Friends, this is B to A. Then the pendulum moves to A to C and again comes at the center without using equation. We can also draw without using equation. If we have given the coordinates for the same graph, we can draw it easily without solving any equation. We can also do calculations, many sums using graphs easily after drawing the graph of equations. Other data also. Line graphs are the easiest way to calculate sums using line graph. The other page is linear graph. It's not line graph. This is defined as linear graph. Taking first quadrant x, y, you can see x1, x2 and x3, y1, y2 and y3. Such type of graphs are called linear graphs, which have a straight line, width and motion. Linear graphs are drawn in a uniform motion. This is a uniform motion. You can see this line gives us or tells us that this graph is made in uniform motion. After this summary, we will look after some examples. So now summarize this whole what we have learned. Firstly, we have learned motion. Then in the same category, we have learned types of motion. Types of motion. In the other category, we have rest. Then we have speed. We learned about speed. Then we have pendulum and oscillations. Then we learned about units of time and speed. Then we learned about measuring the speed. Then we learned about our speedometer and odometer. So as I told, we will switch to examples. The first question is given and we will solve it too. So we have given distance in kilometer, this one, and we have given this time in minutes, 1, 2, 3 and 4, with distance in kilometer 1, 2, 3 and 4. Both are same. So here question is draw a graph of the given data. We have to draw a graph or a time graph of the same data. We know that all values are positive. Positive 1, positive 2, positive 3 and positive 4, same as in time. So hence we will take first quadrant. As I told you, there are 4 quadrants. First one is always used to draw a positive graphs. So as I told you, we have gave the solution. So we are continuing with the same solution. As I told you, we were in the first quadrant. The question was time and distance was given same. So this assume this is time and this is distance. So first one will be 1 and from distance 1. We will join it in same position. Second one will be 2 from the distance 2. Again in the same position. Third one will be 3 from the distance 3. Again in same position. And the fourth one will be 4 and distance is also 4. So we will continue it with the same graph. This graph is actually in uniform motion. So friends, we have second example, proceeding towards the second example, that is draw a graph of given equation. This is the question, and to solve it, the equation given was 2x plus y equals to 7. So let y equals to 1. Suppose that we have kept y equals to 1, then 2x plus 1 will be 7. Then here it will be 2x and the positive 1 will be there transposed and it will get 7 minus 1, that will be 6. When x is divided by 6 upon 2, that will be 3. So x we got is 3. Now we have x equals to 3 and y equals to these coordinates. We will work on Cartesian sheet. First, x equals to 3, so we will make it 3, and the other is y equals to 1. We will make it till 1. The point where it will join, we will write it 3:1. Then we will draw a graph as it is given according to the coordinates. So friends, let us proceed towards our third example, that is a simple pendulum takes 32 seconds. So let us proceed towards third example. We are going on solution. We know that time period is equals to number of oscillations upon time taken, inverse of this whole formula. So 32 upon 20. We have given that there were 32 seconds. So this was number of oscillations. So 32 upon 20 seconds. When we will divide it whole, we will get 1.6 seconds. So this we gave an example for you for the time period. We did it through the same formula and taking inverse of it. So this is last example which we are going to give you. The distance between two stations is 240 kilometers. A train is there which is covering distance between two stations. The distance is 240 kilometers. It takes 4 hours daily to cover the distance. Calculate the speed. So we have told you this formula in between, that speed equals to distance upon time. So same we will apply here, speed equals to distance upon time, that is speed is equals to 240 kilometers upon, it is given 4 hours. So we will take 4 hours. We will divide it. So the answer is 60 kilometers per hour. So guys, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe it. Thank you.